I'm just taking a few context clues here. Looks like you're from Chicago.
Yeah, or I was adopted by a family who bought all this stuff for me. No, I'm from Chicago.
Either way, you look good.
Why is everybody from Chicago so just loud and proud about it, yo?
I love it. Like, this is so funny. I didn't know what I was going to wear today, but this is just stuff I pack.
Everywhere you go.
So it's just like, oh, yeah, I do have on. Until somebody says, are you from Chicago? I'm like, yeah, I do have it on.
You're like, no. What
Why'd you think that? The glasses? No.
Okay, so let's talk about Chicago.
Yeah.
Who do you think the Bulls should target in the draft?
Ja Morant. Like, even if they get the #1 pick, I like Ja over Zion for the Bulls just because, you know, we already got the athleticism. I like marketing. I like what we have as far as forwards goes, but I love Ja Morant, man. Like, I think he has such a good NBA. Like, he was on the team, not to diss the other young people that was on his team, but nobody else could really do anything. And it kind of reminded me of like when Steph was at Davis, and you know, like you just want to see those type of players around, like really good athletes.
Yeah, but Lil Rel, did not Zion look the same way at Duke? Like, you're right, Ja was clearly in a different class than not only his competitors, but his teammates.
Yeah, but
so did Zion at Duke.
We need a point guard.
Whoa, what about Zach LaVine?
You ain't seen
No, he's a 2 guard. We need a point guard.
He had the ball in his hands, yo.
Chris Dunn was our point guard.
Yeah, and Chris Dunn was just there. Zach LaVine was making plays.
No, but he's a good 2 guard. I think you got him off the ball. It makes sense. But Ja Morant is, I don't know. I think he's really special, man. He got like a combination between Derek and Kyrie to me.
Ja Morant over Zion Williamson. I don't know. The table just twisted this way really heavy.
We went from one crazy segment to another.
But that's the problem. I think a lot of times, and I was just having this debate about just different drafts, which I still do the same thing every draft. Even though, you know, you can go online and look at the picks, I still grab my notebook. I still write down every pick. It's a weird thing I've been doing since I was a little kid. But I just know with this, Zion's great, but he's not the perfect fit for the Bulls. Ja Morant is. Y'all can look at me all you want to.
No, don't worry about it, man.
I'm done. The Bulls front office, you can pass along the recommendation.
Think about this. The last pick we got Elton Brand was the last forward we got, right? Elton Brand, the #1 pick is the last forward we got at #1, right?
Yeah.
Elton Brand. It was cool. He was good, but he didn't change that team. Every guard we've ever had drafted in that top pick has changed the, you know, Chicago.
Hey,
so I just say go with the history.
Hey, Rel, we got to pull your card right now. Pull your city card. Bron and MJ.
MJ.
He's just talking about every guard they ever drafted.
That's obvious. Did you not see the jacket?
Look what I got on, man.
I see if you can go home after that now.
You thought you had a teammate there for a second.
Well, I'm going to pull your card on this one. During the break, it seemed like, I'm not 100% sure, but it seemed like you agreed with the ridiculous thing that Ryan Hollins said last segment, in that Westbrook is good enough to single-handedly take him.
Nobody said single-handedly. Stop changing the question, yo.
But see, that's what
double-handedly? I don't know. You give him 6 hands. He's not going to beat the Warriors.
I think OKC has a team that matches up well with them, especially defensively. You know what I'm saying? And like, people looking at Golden State like it's an easy. They don't play defense this. Like, they look terrible on defense. And if you look at the history of them in the playoffs, you know, what helped them most of the time was that they were able to play defense. They don't have no defense. So if Steph struggles like we've seen them do in the playoffs before, if Clay,
so you need Steph to struggle. You need KD to struggle. You need Clay to struggle.
No, all you need is if you get Steph or Clay to struggle, you have a chance of beating it, either one.
Then you got to deal with KD. You get Clay.
KD can score all he wants to. We've signed him.
They've won 2 straight NBA finals,
KD's not
3 of the last 4, and you worried about their defense in a regular season?
KD is not an X factor.
You know Paul George matches up with KD, right? Are you aware of that? He's a 2-way player.
Here's what I think.
And KD's better.
I think you're bored. I think you got.
I gotta be bored.
I think you got a little bored with the Warriors. Now you're looking for reasons.
I get KD too much credit. Like I got to see KD go to that's so funny.
You talking about NBA Finals MVP KD? That one, the same one.
It's easy to be MVP when you got a team like that.
He's still on that same team.
He literally could have won when he had the OKC team. That man, and I hate to say, I can't believe I'm saying this on TV because I like Kevin Durant as a person.
No, don't try to soften it. Say what you got to say.
He's always choked to me, and Westbrook never choked.
You didn't see him hit that shot over LeBron? Nah, you weren't there for that one.
Oh, yeah, it's easy when you know Steph Curry can do the same thing.
I'm pretty sure it's not easy to hit.
Do you remember when the ball slipped out his hand magically with his OKC versus Miami?
You can go through the history of all players. They got some slip-ups.
I'm talking about Kevin Durant.
No, all players have some slip-ups slip-ups and clutch moments, but not all players have that
Kevin
dagger
Durant
shot
had
that
a
he hit.
microscope on his slip-ups. I was one of the people at home like, yep, see, ain't nobody gonna say that.
Oh,
They gonna blame Westbrook, but it's on this dude.
I figured it out. Is you guys have created this mythology around Westbrook because you're Durant haters. We got two Durant haters.
Nobody hated Durant.
Durant
I
haters.
love Kevin
Put it
Durant.
on the
You can
bottom
say that all
screen.
you want.
You can't say it.
I love
Your
Kevin.
words don't mean nothing.
That's
You
why
got to
I
follow
want
it
him
with
to go
some
to
action.
Sacramento. When he's a free agent, go to a team like the Kings. They just need one star player like you, and then you get a chance to prove that you're that type of leader.
I do agree with you. I think Kevin Durant's next move needs to be someplace to shut his critics up, someplace like the Knicks, someplace like here, where you can be the center of attention, you can be the clear man.
Someplace
but I'm
like
with
Dallas.
Dominique. I think you kept that blindfold on from Bird Box because he has got two NBA Finals MVPs, and you're out here talking about choking.
He went to a team that already had a team that could have still won the finals if they didn't have
And
him.
he was the MVP of that team.
Yeah, he was the best player in the most important moment.
Because he's playing
He
with a
wasn't
bunch of unselfish guys who like, all right, go ahead, brother. We know you need this.
Hey, KD was the best player, but he wasn't the most important player. So my man has a point right here.
He was the most important player in the
Steph Curry
He
finals.
was the
Steph
best
Curry
player,
is the
but he
most
wasn't the
important player on
most
that team.
important.
Point blank.
Thank
I
you.
think now that we brought up Bird Box, for those who don't know, Lil Rel was in Bird Box.
Yes.
Who are you trusting to take the last shot blindfolded?
In the NBA?
Yeah.
James Harden.
Okay.
Ooh.
It feel like he just rehearses whatever that step back is. It don't even like he's looking at the rim most of the time.
Real. So sounds like an MVP.
I think he's the MVP.
That's my dog.
You know, I was watching First Take the other day, and Stephen A. was talking about, you remember Life with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy? They had that character Can't Get Right. The real guy that came out and Can't Get Right. Not one thing.
You don't think James Harden is the MVP?
Blindfolded, one shot. Please give me Steph. You can have James. Please give me Steph.
That's obvious. Either Steph or that robot that's shooting threes out in Japan.
With the
That guy
Curry range.
or
Let me
Steph
tell
Curry.
you, the reason why I said blindfolded is just really think about this, right? Because we have to think about what type of shot it is.
Okay.
If it's somebody defending you and you blindfolded, right? Curry don't know who's in front of him. This Harden step back thing, I don't care where he's at. Nobody can really guard that.
That's fair.